April is World Autism Month, and while I was on the Two Funny Mamas tour in Maryland, I met my next guest, 19-year-old Eric Blessed Carpenter-Grantham and his mom, Linda. Now, Eric was diagnosed with autism at the age of 4, and now he and his mom are advocating for people on the spectrum through their nonprofit, the Blue Runway for Autism. They hope to pass Eric's Law in Maryland, and that puts special logos on your license to indicate an invisible disability, hoping to potentially save lives. Please welcome my friend Eric and his mom, Linda. Hi, Eric.
Thank you.
Linda.
Hi, Sherri.
Linda, you have been an advocate for Eric. Now, why did you start the Blue Runway for Autism?
Thank you so much for having us, Sherri.
Of course.
We're grateful to be here. I started the Blue Runway for Autism because I noticed when Eric was younger, he had really low self-esteem. He knew that something was different about him. And so I noticed when I would get him dressed and put his cologne on, which he called man smells at the time, he would put his man smells on, his confidence just shot through the roof.
Yeah.
And so I figured that, if I started to do this for other children, what it would feel like for their confidence, because they feel different as well. So we started the Blue Runway for Autism. People kept saying, you need to make this a nonprofit and do it. So that's what Eric and I did.
Oh, I love it. Now, Linda, we share a lot in common. We're both moms of kids with special needs, and I know that it can be a struggle to find community. So how did you find that support within a community?
So, Sherri, when I first, learned of Eric having autism, it was a very difficult struggle for me. Like you said, I'm a single mom, I'm divorced, a single mom, and Eric and I went through a lot. I didn't know anything about autism. I was totally ignorant to it. And it was difficult. I was always judged, because Eric would eat the same things over and over and over again. And so I was constantly judged as being a mom. Why don't you make him eat vegetables? Why don't you make him do this? But what people didn't understand is that having autism, Eric has sensory, and so it was difficult for him to have like vegetables in his mouth. The textures were hard for him. His hearing is very keen, his smell is very keen, and his taste is very clean, just like touch for him.
Yes.
So people didn't understand that, and it's a lonely world when your child has autism. So there's a children's developmental clinic in Prince George's County, Maryland, that I attended when Eric was young. And I met a wonderful woman there. She was a facilitator. She's a psychologist and a legal advocate. Her name is Deborah Martin. She's absolutely amazing. She taught me how to help Eric live with autism. And what I learned from that is that it really wasn't about the way I see life. It's about the way he sees life. And so I had to change my whole perspective of helping my son.
That's right. Eric, I read that you hated when your mom told people that you had autism, and you had to learn to embrace this disability. How did you do that?
It's because of God that as I got older, thank you. As I got older, I said, remember when I was younger, I was judged, I was bullied by kids, and it was emotional, and I was so lonely at the times. But my mom always told me, I'm a useful person, I'm amazing. Even though you have a disability, you can become anything you want in your life. Just do it the right way. So I just want to say is God don't make no mistakes, and I am winning in life.
So Eric, you speak so well. You got me in tears. I want you to explain Eric's Law. What's in Eric's Law? What is on the ID?
Well, the A represents for autism, and inside of the logo is the puzzle pieces that represent for autism.
Okay.
The green head logo represents mental health, and inside of the logo is a heart. Even though people with mental illness struggle, but they still have a heart.
Yes.
And so the ear represents for hearing impaired.
Okay.
For people who can't hear, and what you see is the line that people cannot hear.
All right.
And so I love this logo. So this logo of the butterfly represents all for hidden disabilities.
The hidden disabilities.
And so butterflies represent hope, peace, freedom, and change. And inside of the butterfly represent all colors for hidden disabilities.
Oh my goodness. Eric, you have such a bright future ahead of you. I can see it. And I hear that you want to get into the production side. So I just want to, first of all, I want to thank you and your mom, Linda, for sharing your story and helping a lot of people who may have a child that has autism or some other disability. But since you want my job someday, because I know you want my job, Eric, I thought I would like you to take us to the break. Can you do that? Can you read? So you see where it says, right here, Eric, right here in this camera, you see where it says, Eric, can you read that and take us right to the break?
We have to take a quick break. We will be right back.